What do you expect to see in a typical R&B music video?
There tends to be a lot of naked women and men, and it kind of impacts on like people with the sexual movements and trying to like change the society and all that. And then, but there are some emotional ones, like the woman crying and like killing. It can be quite wild sometimes.
Do you think the codes and conventions of R&B are sort of 15 to 24 years?
I think I'll agree with that. I think it mostly appeals to teenagers because, like, as like kids are growing up, it's trying to like move them to like a different direction in a way with like the lyrics used and stuff.
And what does R&B target the most and why?
I think I pretty much answered that. But, yeah, mostly teenagers from my point of view.
Why do you think so?
As I said, it's like they're growing up, so it's like trying to change the direction because then you have the parents saying something else, and then you've got the music that people would listen to, and it's like they're psychologically like affected.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
So, what do you expect to see in a typical R&B music video?
I expect a lot of sexualization of women, a lot of guys just drinking, doing some drugs in the video, or kind of like emotional settings. So like like Rihanna in some of her music videos, she's in like a bathtub.
Yeah. Do you think the codes and conventions of R&B appeal to 15 to 25-year-olds?
Yeah, I do, because sex is a big part of growing up and adolescence. So 15 to 25 is quite important for that. So yeah, I agree.
Who does R&B target the most? Like,
Younger audiences, definitely. Yeah, definitely younger audiences. You want to see like parents, really into the drugs and the sex and all that. So yeah.
hi.
Hello.
What do you expect to see in a typical R&B music video?
Baths, diamonds, girls, cars, money, a lot of people. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Do you think the codes and conventions of R&B appeal to 15 to 25-year-olds?
Yeah, because if you target us, people in our generation are very into money, they're very into cars, so like when they use them in music videos, we can recognize like our kind of style and our kind of vibe in the video.
Okay. Who does like R&B appeal the most, like target audience?
Us, I think teenagers specifically, because we're very into music, we're very inspired by it, we're very looking up to obviously the singers and the people that are in the music videos. So yeah, us.
What do you expect to see in a typical R&B music video?
I'm old school. I expect to see some good dancing, some flashy colours. Really, I just want to see some movement.
Do you think the codes and conventions of R&B appeal to 15 to 24-year-olds?
So now you've got to explain to me what codes and conventions are.
Codes and conventions are basically like typical things that you see in a music video. For
I
example,
don't
like
think, no.
hip hop, you see like money,
No.
naked woman, cars, and R&B.
I don't think it should be presented to 15, well, anyone who's under 18 really, to be quite honest. I think they should tone it down, to be quite honest with you.
Mm-hmm. Who does R&B target the most? Like,
Who buys the CDs? Let's be very real, who actually buys the CDs? You're looking at kids who are under the age of 16 who will actually go out and buy the CDs. Anyone else will be downloading them online. So they're targeting those younger people, those younger generations.
what do you expect to see in a typical R&B music video?
Dance, action, could have a story behind it, emotional breakouts.
Yeah. Do you think the codes and conventions of R&B appeal to 15 to 25-year-olds?
What's code and convention?
Basically, it's like typical things that you would see in a music video. For example, in a hip hop music video, you would see like cars, naked woman, money, like an R&B. You see
Dance, choreographed, obviously.
Does it appeal to 15 to 25-year-olds?
Yeah. I mean, like, they'll have role models, or like, for example, Chris Brown, you would like, young girls would be attracted to him, so
Yeah. Who does R&B target the most?
Females.
Females.
Women.
Hiya.
What do you expect to see in a typical R&B music video?
Yeah, your girls, lots of cars, a nice setting, you know, money that I'm never actually gonna have. What else? It's just every life looks perfect. Like sometimes it's like a boat, or sometimes you get like just get like beach parties and stuff like that, and just lots of not almost nudity basically and stuff. And, yeah.
Do you think that the codes and conventions of R&B appeal to 15 to 25-year-olds?
So what exactly would you say are the codes and conventions of R&B?
Okay, basically like the typical features you'd find in a music video.
Right,
Like for
right.
example, a hip hop video, you'd find like objectified women, like jewelry, expensive cars, and everything. Yeah.
I think they kind of do appeal to more the younger side of like that particular age range, because they, I guess it's kind of like that's what they want to like aspire to, and like that's kind of a sort of the kind of the future that like, you know, kind of looks kind of cool, so they kind of want that. So I would say that appeals to them. Yeah.
Who does the R&B target audience the most?
I think they don't mean to target, but I think they do target quite a young audience. Like, so quite frankly, from about like year 5, year 6 in primary school, right, you hear people listening to like freaking Beyonce, like working. You get like people doing, oh my gosh, it's just crazy madness. And like you get like, you know, in secondary school you get like, that's where like things become more explicit and like the swear words come out, and like as soon as people come to year 7 they think that they're all big that, and like they're like, yeah, I know this person, or like I know the rapper, like I don't even know rappers, but I don't know, freaking Stormzy or something, this, that and the other. And I just feel like it's not, I don't think they mean to target a particular audience. I just think they're trying to show the world that, like, you know, they're either they're cool, they're living life and things like that. But obviously, like for a younger generation, or like I say generation, just younger people in general, that's something that's attractive and aspires, like that they would like to aspire to and stuff. So I guess it just they end up being the audience that they end up reaching, even though they may or may not mean to reach that particular audience, depending on like the song choice and things like that. Like for example, Nicki Minaj, there's this song called I think what's it called? Poisons? Or like there's this song called, I think it's Poison, or like there's also another song called Fly that she did quite a long time ago with Rihanna. And it's quite like a motivational sort of like, oh, people are saying that I couldn't do this, but like I still fly and like all that stuff. Like she's a really good rapper, it's quite good to listen to it. But it's okay. What's it called? Yeah, like there's songs like that are quite good, but then there's just other songs that they don't mean to.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. Apologies, I talk too much.